listen carefully. Right now, your manifestation is trying to communicate with you, but you're missing the signals. While everyone obsesses over vision boards and affirmations, they ignore the 3 unmistakable signs that their desires are materializing. Napoleon Hill called these invisible counselors, the universe's way of confirming your abundance is en route. This is why so many people give up right before their breakthrough. Today, I'm revealing what most people overlook, especially sign number 2, it'll change everything. You need to understand something fundamental about the power of attraction. Manifestation isn't silent. The universe operates on a precise feedback system, and when your desires align with spiritual laws, you receive confirmation signals. Think of it like placing an order online. You get tracking updates, right? Your manifestation works the same way, but most people don't know what to look for. Scripture tells us in Mark 11 verse 24, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Notice the word received, past tense. The spiritual realm responds before the physical manifestation appears. Different traditions call this by different names: faith, assumption, infinite intelligence, but they are all describing the same universal law. This is where faith meets abundance, and where most people's understanding falls tragically short. Here's what Napoleon Hill discovered after studying 500 millionaires. They all experienced specific signs before their breakthrough. These weren't coincidences or wishful thinking, they were tangible indicators that their mental reprogramming had successfully shifted their reality. Pay attention now, because what I'm about to share will determine whether you recognize your signs or dismiss them as meaningless coincidences. Now this will surprise you. The first sign your manifestation is arriving isn't smooth sailing, it's increased resistance. You'll face unexpected obstacles, challenges that seem designed to stop you. Look, I know this sounds counterintuitive, but stay with me. When you're moving towards something significant, the universe tests your commitment to ensure you're ready for what you've asked for. Joseph in the Bible demonstrates this perfectly. Before becoming second in command of Egypt, he faced betrayal, slavery, false accusations, and imprisonment. Each obstacle was actually positioning him for his manifestation of power and prosperity. The tests weren't punishment, they were preparation. This is not about forcing outcomes, it's about alignment. Your obstacles are the universe's way of strengthening you for the weight of your answered prayers. Here's the practical application. When difficulties intensify after you've set your intention, don't retreat. Instead, recognize this as confirmation that energetic shifts are occurring. Your old reality is collapsing to make room for the new one. Wallace Wattles explained this in The Science of Getting Rich. There is a thinking substance reshaping itself around your new vision. The chrysalis must break before the butterfly emerges. Almost no one applies this next part, and that's why they stay stuck. Here's where everything changes. The second sign is heightened intuition, sudden knowing, gut feelings, unexplainable urges to take specific actions. Your manifestation communicates through your inner guidance system, and when it's close, this system goes into overdrive. Pay attention because most people ignore this sign and wonder why nothing happens. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 instructs us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." This isn't religious platitude, it's instruction on accessing divine intelligence. Whether you call it God, infinite intelligence, or universal consciousness, the principle remains the same. Your rational mind knows what you've experienced. Your intuition knows what's coming. You'll experience this as random ideas that won't leave you alone, dreams that feel prophetic, or sudden impulses to contact someone or visit somewhere. Thomas Edison credited his inventions to accessing infinite intelligence through intuitive flashes. Neville Goddard taught the same principle through assumption and imagination. Carl Jung called it synchronicity. Same law, different language. Your breakthrough doesn't come from logical thinking, it comes through spiritual downloads when you're aligned with your manifestation. Your biggest challenge will be distinguishing authentic intuitive guidance from fear-based thoughts. Fear says, what if it doesn't work? Intuition says, do this specific thing now. Fear is vague and paralyzing. Intuition is specific and energizing. Can you feel the difference? One contracts your energy, the other expands it. Here's your practical test. Authentic intuitive hits come with calm certainty, even if the action seems illogical. Fear-based thoughts come with anxiety and repetitive mental loops. When your manifestation is near, you'll receive clear directives: call this person, take this route, learn this skill. These nudges might not make sense to your logical mind, but they're positioning you for divine appointments and aligned opportunities. Alongside heightened intuition, you'll notice synchronicities multiplying, meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. You think of someone, they text. You need information, it appears. You require resources, they show up. This is what happens when your mental frequency matches your desire's frequency through consistent mental reprogramming. You become a magnet for aligned circumstances. Pay attention to repetitive numbers, unexpected meetings, random conversations that contain exactly what you needed to hear. A man manifesting his ideal business partner kept seeing this same company name everywhere: billboards, conversations, random articles. He finally researched the company and discovered his future partner worked there. The universe was communicating the answer, but he almost ignored it as coincidence. These aren't accidents. When you're in the flow of abundance, reality itself begins to cooperate with your vision. It's like tuning a radio. When you hit the exact frequency, the signal comes through crystal clear. Your synchronicities are confirmation that your signal is locked in. This is the spirituality of prosperity in action. The question isn't whether these signs are real, the question is whether you'll trust them enough to act. Most people receive the guidance, notice the synchronicities, and then do nothing. They wait for more proof. They second-guess themselves. They let fear override intuition. Without this understanding, most people stay stuck in the same patterns year after year. This is where most people get it wrong. They see the signs but don't act. The third sign is perhaps the most subtle but most powerful: an emotional shift from desperate wanting to peaceful knowing. You stop obsessively checking for results. The anxiety dissolves. You simply know it's done. This isn't apathy, it's absolute certainty. Can you recognize the difference between hoping something will happen and knowing it already has? Jesus demonstrated this in John 11 when Lazarus died. Before he even arrived, he said, "I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe." He wasn't hoping to raise Lazarus, he knew he would. That unshakable knowing is the emotional signature of answered prayer. Napoleon Hill called this definiteness of purpose. Neville Goddard called it living in the end. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that faith knows it has already received. Same principle, expressed through different traditions. When you feel this shift from wanting to having, even with zero physical evidence, you've crossed the bridge. Your outer world is now rearranging itself to match your inner certainty. This is manifestation in consciousness first, then in form. This is the power of attraction operating at its highest level. Here's what confuses most people. This knowing creates detachment from the outcome. You're no longer desperate because you've already received it mentally. Does this mean you don't care? No. It means you trust completely. There's a massive difference between giving up and letting go. Giving up is defeat, letting go is faith and divine timing. Think about ordering food at a restaurant. After you order, do you run into the kitchen every 5 minutes checking if it's ready? Do you panic that maybe they forgot your order? No, you know it's coming, so you relax and enjoy your conversation. That's the exact energy your manifestation requires. Anxiety and checking behaviors signal doubt, which creates resistance to the very thing you're trying to attract. Philippians 4 verses 6-7 instructs, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Notice with thanksgiving past tense gratitude. You're thanking God for what you've received before seeing it. This isn't manipulation or positive thinking tricks, it's aligning with spiritual law. Your peaceful expectation is the evidence that your faith is genuine and your manifestation is secured. So how do you apply this right now? First, review the last week. Did you face unexpected obstacles after setting an intention? That's sign 1, preparation. Have you experienced unusually strong intuitive hits or synchronicities? That's sign 2, guidance. Do you feel more peaceful about your desire, less desperate? That's sign 3, inner knowing. If you're experiencing even one of these, your manifestation is in motion. Second, adjust your response to each sign. Stop interpreting obstacles as failure, see them as the universe clearing space and strengthening you. Start obeying your intuitive guidance immediately, even if it seems illogical. Practice the feeling of already having your desire until that peaceful knowing becomes your dominant state. These aren't suggestions, they're requirements for materializing your desires through spirituality and focused intention. Remember what Wallace Wattles taught: there is a thinking substance from which all things are made, and a thought in this substance produces the thing imagined. Napoleon Hill proved it through studying the wealthy. Neville Goddard demonstrated it through assumption. The Bible teaches it through faith. Carl Jung documented it through synchronicity. They're all pointing to the same universal law: your consciousness creates your reality. Without this understanding, most people abandon their dreams right before the breakthrough. Here's your moment of truth. You now understand the 3 signs: obstacles as preparation, heightened intuition with synchronicities, and the emotional shift to peaceful knowing. Most people will watch this, nod along, and change nothing. They'll return to doubt, ignore their guidance, and quit when things get hard. Don't be most people. Your manifestation isn't just about getting things, it's about becoming the person who naturally attracts prosperity and abundance. The signs aren't just indicators, they're invitations to evolve. Every obstacle is asking, How committed are you? Every intuitive hit is asking, do you trust me? Every moment of peace is declaring, you are ready for what's coming. Romans 4 verse 17 reveals that God calls into existence the things that do not exist. You have that same power through the divine image within you. Your words, thoughts, and feelings are calling your manifestation into existence right now. The signs prove it's working. This is not about forcing outcomes or manipulating the divine, it's about alignment with universal principles that have been taught across centuries and cultures. So decide today, will you trust the process, obey your guidance, and maintain your knowing regardless of current circumstances? That decision determines everything. When obstacles arise, will you see preparation or punishment? When intuition speaks, will you act or hesitate? When peace arrives, will you trust or panic? The law of attraction isn't about wishful thinking, it's about recognizing that spiritual principles govern physical reality. Faith, assumption, infinite intelligence, universal consciousness, different names for the same creative power working through you right now. Your job isn't to create the manifestation, it's to recognize the signs that it's already created and moving toward you. Your manifestation isn't coming, it's already here in the unseen realm, waiting for you to align completely with its frequency. Open your eyes. Trust the signs. Take the guided action. Maintain the peaceful knowing. And watch as the invisible becomes visible, exactly as every spiritual teacher throughout history has promised. Your abundance is waiting for you to claim it. Now go apply this. The signs are there. The question is, will you recognize them?